Now we can discuss some special type problems in simplex method, multiple optimal solution type in simplex method. In the final simplex table, our capital Cj equal to Zj minus Cj. The values of all basic variables are 0, and at the same time any one of the non-basic variable are also 0, then there exists more than one solution to the LPP. Can explain using an example. This is a question, and we are introducing slack variables S1, S2 and S3. So we will get the initial basic feasible like this. Okay. So since there is a tie occurs in the incoming variable, in case a tie occurs in the incoming variable, we need to choose the first column. Okay. So we have taken x1 as the incoming variable and s3 as the outgoing variable. So that is, whenever a tie in incoming variable occurs, if a tie occurred in the incoming vector, select arbitrarily one of them, preferably the leftmost one. So we will do the second table from the first table. Here also not optimal, there is a negative number in the Cj value. So x2 is the incoming variable and s2 is the outgoing variable. So again we go for the next iteration, we will get the value like this, that is all Zj minus Cj values are greater than or equal to 0. Here the basis variables are S1, X2 and X1. Look at the values of X1, 0, X2, 0, S1 is also 0. So all basis variables, that is S1, X2 and S1, all are 0. At the same time, a non-basic variable, S2 is a non-basic variable, S2 is not included in the basis variables. So a non-basic variable is also 0 here. In such case, we get the optimality condition along with all the basics variables Zj minus Cj values are 0. At the same time, one non-basic variables Zj minus Cj value is 0. Such case, we can say that this system of LPP having another set of optimal solution. So since all Zj minus Cj value greater than or equal to 0, the solution is optimum. The optimum solution is, we will get from the last table, x1 is equal to 4, x2 equal to 2 and Z max is equal to 24. So since one of the non-basis variable, that is S3 equal to 0, there exists another set of solution, For that, for showing that another set of solution, I am solving the same problem using graphical method. This will be the solution I will get from the graphical method. Whenever I find the Z values for point C and D, it gives the maximum value. That is, there exist two solutions at C and D. C means x1 is equal to 2 and x2 equal to 4. Here also Z max is equal to 24. D is x1 equal to 4 and x2 equal to 2. Here also Z max is equal to 24. In simplex, we will get only this solution. So there exists another set of solution to the problem. That is the multiple type of solution in LPP. Then next is the tie in key rows, that is more than one minimum ratio comes there. Each element in the tied row should be divided by the positive coefficient of key column in that row, moving left to right, column by column. The row which first contained the smallest algebraic ratios has been the outgoing variable. Before this, artificial variable, if any, should be removed. If a tie occurred in the outgoing variable, we need to first remove the artificial variable. If an artificial variable in the basis, it should be removed first. Then if slack or surplus, slack variables in the basis, if they are in that case, if a tie occurs. Look at this table. Here the ratios, minimum ratios, there is a tie in the row 1 and row 2. In such cases, we need to find out a set of, another set of ratio also. For that, we are taking the basic variable. Which are the basic variable? S1, S2 and S3. Along with our key column is X1. We are taking these 4 columns, X1, S1, S2, S3. I am writing it downwards, S1, S2, S3 and X1. Now I am going to find out another set of ratios. Here row 1 in tie occurs in the row 1 and row 2. There is no tie in the row 3. So in the ratio we does not want to find out the ratio of row 3. In the first ratio we are going to find out S1 divided by X1. S1 divided by X1, that is 1 divided by 1. 1 by 1 is equal to 1 divided by 1 by 1 equal to 1. Then 0 divided by 5. 0 by 5 equal to 0. Look at the ratios, which is having the lowest value. Second row. That is, our second row is, this is S1, S2 and S3. Actually, these are the rows, S1, S2, S3. So, minimum ratio is for S2. So, S2 should be the outgoing variable. S2 should be the outgoing variable. Even if here also tie occurs, we will go for the next column, X2 by X1. I will show another example. When I am solving a LPP in a particular stage, the table look like this. Here also there is a tie occurs in the row 2 and row 3. Okay, in row 2, S2, row 3, S3. So I am taking, this is the incoming variable X1. So I am taking X1, S1, S2, S3 and write the table like this. Okay. So now I am going to find out another set of ratios, S1 divided by X1, S1 divided by S1. So 1 divided by 4. Here also in the first row there is no tie. So I does not need to find out the ratio of the first row. I need to find the ratio of second and third only. Okay. So second row 0. 0 by 4, answer is 0. Third 0 by 4, answer is 0. Here there is a tie occurs. Again a tie occurs. So I go for the next set of values, that is S2 divided by S1, X1. S2 divided by X1. So this is X2. Here also there is no tie in the first row. So does not want to find out the ratio of row 1. Row 2, 1 divided by 4, 1 by 4. Then 0 divided by 4, 0. Which is the lowest ratio? 0. So this is for row 3, which means S3 is the outgoing variable. Next topic is degeneracy and cycling. A basic feasible solution of a LPP is said to be degenerate if at least one of the basic variable is 0. In an LPP, the number of non-zero valued variables should be equal to the number of constraints. Therefore, if one of the basic variable is 0, the number of non-zero valued variables become 1 less than the number of constraints. Non-basic variables are always 0, that does not be considered. This situation is called degeneracy. I will show an example. Degeneracy means actually when we are trying to solve a problem. If an equations or constraints right side value is 0, which means the basic variable's value is 0 in that initial basic feasible solution onwards, that is the first type of degeneracy, that is degeneracy occurs in the LPP at the very first iteration. Second is degeneracy occurs in the subsequent iterations also. So, when degeneracy occurs or when a basic variable's value becomes 0, that is in B column the value is 0. In such conditions, we cannot continue to the next simplex table because we need to find the minimum ratio. If a B column value is 0, we cannot exactly find out the minimum positive ratio. So, in such cases, it increases the computation. That is, we need to do more iterations to get the answer. This reduces the efficiency of simplex method. Actually, degeneracy can be occurs in two types or two stages. Degeneracy occurs in the LPP at the very first iteration and degeneracy occurs in the subsequent iteration. We will look one example for degeneracy occurs at very first iteration. This is a question. Look at this one, equation's right hand side is 0. So, in the first table when we are writing x1 is 0 in the initial, even though it is not optimum, what is the initial basic feasible solution? X1 equal to 0 and S2 equal to 1. So, one value is 0. That is the degeneracy in the first stage. But in some cases, it will be removed in the subsequent iteration. When we are proceeding this question, in the second table, we will get the optimum solution like this: x1 equal to 2, x3 equal to 1 and x2 equal to 0, z max is equal to some value corresponding to the x1 equal to 2, x2 equal to 0 and x1 equal to 1. Even though degeneracy occurs in the first stage, it can be removed in the subsequent stages. So, if the right hand side of one of the constraint is 0, then the corresponding B value is also 0. That is, one of the basic variable is 0. The solution degenerate. This is another set of example which showing degeneracy in the first iteration itself. Here x1 plus, when we are making this as equation, x1 plus 2x2 plus s1 equal to 0. So, in the first table itself there comes degeneracy, s1 equal to 0, s2 equal to 1. Since s1 is a basic variable, this is the degeneracy. So, one of the basic variable is 0, the solution is degenerate. In some cases there will be degeneracy in the first iteration, but in the subsequent stage the degeneracy disappears. The second is degeneracy in the subsequent iteration. In certain cases there will not be degeneracy in the first stage, but degeneracy may occur in the subsequent iteration. That is, simplex table shows two minimum ratios in a particular stage. In those cases, degeneracy may occur when a particular outgoing vector is chosen. So, we are taking another example. It's a question. There is a tie occurs in the outgoing vector. When we are resolving it, actually S2 need to be the outgoing vector. So, if you are not properly taken the outgoing vector, degeneracy may occur in the subsequent stages. So, if we are correctly taking the outgoing vector, we can get the final answer. If you are not properly taking the outgoing vector, there will be degeneracy in the subsequent stages. Here also there exists degeneracy. x1 equal to 2, s2 equal to 0, s3 equal to 6, which means s2 a basic variable which is we get as 0. Since s2 is the slack variable, it will not affect our optimal solution. So, if a tie occurs in the minimum ratio, in the next iteration we can always expect a degeneracy situation. Here also we get the degeneracy S2 equal to 0. Thank you.